get to yourself where you don't have to work, you don't have to exchange your time for money, but it takes time. You have to create the systems, you have to build up this value. You can't all of a sudden buy, it's not like buying a lottery ticket. I always stress to people, like, you can eventually, I promise, in 3 to 5 years, like, I know where I'm going to be. And that inspires me to create the more value you can create to people with whatever angle you're doing. When you fill in a locum, you have far more value than a W-2 does. You have the knowledge, the skills, you're turnkey, they can get you in quicker. They don't have to worry about all the benefits. Like, you have a lot of value to these facilities. And so sometimes you just have to figure and know, we get too much in that scarcity. Like, I can't get a job as a midwife. I might have to do a labor and delivery nursing contract. And maybe that's okay for one assignment, but know your value and strategize. I liked, Brittany, what you brought up about halfway through the assignment or when you get started. A lot of these places, if you don't have a license in that state, you have to think 2-3 months in advance. If it's an IHS facility, it's thinking about a month in advance. If you already have privileges in assignment that you've done there in the past, they could call me on Friday and I could start on Monday. We've had that happen before where they're like, oh my gosh, we're short and I couldn't jump and do it. I was like, you need to give me at least 2 weeks notice, but like, I could help out.
We can make it happen.
Yeah. So the more turnkey you can make yourself into an organization, the more value you have compared to somebody else.
Oh, absolutely. And having privileges, that way they can call. And then too, the clients on the flip side, the clients, when they see that a midwife has worked locums, oh my gosh, it's a selling point. They automatically expect that midwife's going to go and hit the ground running. There's not a lot of training or orientation they have to go through. So it's a huge selling point too, just on resumes.
Yeah. So yeah, I think, Brittany, what you do is phenomenal. I mean, we talked in other interviews about the power of having a good recruiter on your side. Like, I've tried a couple other agencies just because you didn't have access to an assignment. Like, I'm very picky. Like, I tell people now, until you can actually work with Brittany, I'm not even going to touch her assignment. Like, I will apply or I will show you I'm interested, but we learn to play the games because a lot of these IHS facilities have to go through an Indian owned business before it can go to the big system. So there's many times people will wait 2 months for me or for someone part of Brittany's team, because when you become a good experienced locum midwife, you know the value of having a really good recruiter on your team. So Brittany is definitely that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And it works to have a team. So everyone automatically, as soon as they see your name, they know Brittany's right there. Leslie, they're a team. They know they'll wait because they know the experience that they're getting.
Yeah.
It is
well, and even to them, the recruiters, if they have a brand new recruiter, that the hospitals don't like working with brand new recruiters than just like a brand new midwife. Like, if you want to stand out, get yourself a reputable recruiter that has had a good relationship with that hospital, not just your skills. So you have an immense value when they're looking at different, be like, oh my gosh, that agency is brand new and that recruiter was terrible last time we tried to do an assignment. It doesn't matter how stellar you are. They have to work with that recruiter. You don't have much of a chance.
Absolutely. And we help from start to finish, from credentialing, helping upload. Who wants to, upload documents when we can do that and take that pressure off of you, filling out the same information over and over again. We take that burden off of you. You guys didn't go to school, just do paperwork all the time. So any little bit that I can help take off your plate, I love doing, helping with licensure, making sure certifications are active. And the more and more we can build your profile, the more and more it takes off of your plate.
Yeah, we joke you have a big book on me. So because I have a lot of certifications and I have a lot of trainings and I have a lot. And so, yeah, there's so much benefit you do in the agency and the backdrops for these locums, because you even negotiate. Maybe you're putting a bid out there, but this person stands out. I know a lot of times you've gotten me 20% higher than what they posted because you know how to sell the skills and the unique aspect. It's all about creating value. If you're all of a sudden going in, I want $100 an hour, but you're not showing them the value of what that $100 an hour is going to get them, it's not going to matter. So if you're going to ask for more, you have to overkill. You're going to make them 5 times more money than what they're selling you. That's the angle you have to go into it as.
Absolutely. We have to sell your skill set and everything. I don't just say, here's a midwife, I definitely sell you in any midwife, when we're presenting over, but it's a good idea to always have a good advocate on your side. Like, if you're stuck with travel, pay, anything, they're always there to help you, not someone that's just going to leave you on the assignment and that's it.